10 Secret Ways to Make Men Obsessed Over You Using Psychology. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you've ever wondered how to make a man completely obsessed with you using psychology, then you're in the right place. Now, while you can't make someone like you, there are some powerful psychological strategies that can totally shift how a man perceives you and even make him think about you non-stop. In this video, we're going to reveal 10 psychology-based tips that will not only help you attract the man you want, but also make him truly fascinated by you. Whether you're looking to take your current relationship to the next level, or you just want to catch someone's eye, these tips are sure to make him keep you on his mind all the time. But here's the catch: stick around until the end, because I've got one huge secret to share with you. This last tip will blow your mind and completely change how you approach attraction. You definitely don't want to miss it. So, get comfortable. Hit that like button if you're excited, and let's dive right into these game-changing psychological tactics that will have him obsessed with you in no time. 1. Be confident and self-assured. Confidence is the #1 trait that attracts people, and men are no exception. When you walk into a room with confidence, you immediately stand out. You don't need to be the loudest or the most outspoken person. Confidence comes from being comfortable with who you are and owning it. Psychologically speaking, confidence is magnetic. It's not just about how you look on the outside, but how you feel on the inside. When you believe in yourself, others will automatically pick up on that energy and find you more attractive. This makes a man take notice and keeps him interested in you. But here's the thing. Confidence doesn't mean being perfect. It means being comfortable with your flaws and owning your uniqueness. When you stop pretending to be someone you're not and start embracing your true self, you become incredibly appealing. People are naturally drawn to authenticity. So, how can you cultivate this confidence? Start by setting boundaries, taking care of yourself mentally and physically, and speaking your truth. Practice self-love and remind yourself of your worth daily. The more you believe in yourself, the more others will believe in you too. A confident woman doesn't need to seek validation from others. She knows her value and doesn't settle for less than she deserves. And that, my friends, is incredibly attractive. When you truly love and respect yourself, he'll find it impossible not to be drawn to your energy. 2. Compliment him. Everyone loves to feel appreciated, and men are no different. Compliments are one of the simplest, yet most powerful ways to make a man feel special and draw him closer to you. But here's the catch. It's not about flattery. It's about giving genuine, thoughtful compliments that make him feel seen and valued. When you compliment him, make sure it's something specific. For example, instead of just saying, "You look good," try something like, "I love the way you carry yourself. It's so confident," or, "Your sense of humor always makes my day better." This shows that you notice the little things about him, which makes the compliment feel more sincere and personal. Psychologically, compliments trigger the release of dopamine, the feel-good hormone. When he hears something that makes him feel good about himself, he'll begin to associate those positive feelings with being around you. This creates a strong emotional connection and makes him want to be around you more. But here's a pro tip: be careful not to overdo it. If every word out of your mouth is a compliment, it can come off as insincere or needy. The key is balance. Compliment him when it feels natural and authentic, not just because you think it's what he wants to hear. 3. Use the power of mirroring. Have you ever noticed how people naturally feel more comfortable with someone who shares similar body language or mannerisms? This is the power of mirroring, and believe it or not, it's a psychological trick that can make him feel more connected to you, often without even realizing it. Mirroring is when you subtly imitate the other person's movements, posture, tone, or speech patterns. It creates a sense of familiarity and harmony between you two. For example, if he leans in while talking, lean in just a little yourself. If he speaks more slowly, try to match his pace. This isn't about mimicking him exactly, but creating a natural flow that makes him feel like you're on the same wavelength. Psychologically, we tend to feel more connected to people who are similar to us. Mirroring works by building rapport and making him feel more comfortable around you. It shows that you're in tune with him and that you understand him on a deeper level. People love being around others who make them feel good, and mirroring helps do just that. 4. Ask him for favors. Believe it or not, one of the most powerful psychological tactics to make a man think about you constantly is to ask him for favors. It may seem counterintuitive at first, but this technique taps into something called the Benjamin Franklin effect. It's a psychological principle that shows when someone does something nice for you, they are more likely to like you more in return. Here's how it works. When you ask him for help or a favor, you're giving him the opportunity to prove that he cares for you. When he does something for you, even a small favor, he will begin to associate those positive feelings with you. It's a subtle way of building a stronger connection and creating a sense of emotional investment. For example, you could ask him to help you with something simple, like carrying something heavy or fixing a problem you've been having. The key here is that you're not being overly demanding, just asking for something that allows him to step in and show his care. This tactic works because, psychologically, people tend to justify their actions. If he helps you, he'll start to believe he likes you more, simply because he did something nice for you. It's a subtle, yet powerful way to encourage his feelings for you to grow strong. 5. Practice the love bombing strategy, but with caution. Now, this next technique is a bit controversial, but when done correctly, it can be incredibly effective in making a man think about you constantly. I'm talking about the love bombing strategy. This involves showering him with attention, compliments, and affection in the early stages of your relationship. It's like turning on the charm in overdrive. But here's the catch. You have to use this method carefully and with good intentions, or it can backfire. So, what exactly is love bombing? It's when you express intense care, admiration, and affection in an overwhelming, sometimes exaggerated way. It's like giving him an emotional high, making him feel adored and appreciated. Think of thoughtful surprise gifts, constant texts, little notes of affection, and just letting him know you're thinking about him. Psychologically, people crave attention and validation. By bombarding him with positive reinforcement early on, you're triggering feelings of connection and attraction. It creates a sense of emotional dependency, where he starts to look forward to the warmth and affection you provide. Now be careful with this approach. While it's great to make him feel special, love bombing can feel manipulative or overwhelming if it's overdone, especially if you're not emotionally ready for the intensity it brings. It's important to be genuine in your actions and not rely solely on this technique for attraction. Use love bombing in moderation, especially at the beginning of a relationship when you want to build emotional intimacy. But remember, balance is key. You want to make sure that he feels the love without feeling smothered or that it's too much. When done right, love bombing can create a strong emotional bond, making him constantly think about you and craving your affection. But remember, the goal is to build a healthy, strong connection, not to overwhelm or manipulate his emotions. 6. Use reverse psychology on him. Let's talk about one of the most powerful psychological tricks that can make him think about you non-stop: reverse psychology. Now, this isn't about playing mind games or being manipulative. It's about understanding how the human mind works and using that knowledge to your advantage, subtly and smartly. Reverse psychology is when you suggest the opposite of what you actually want, causing him to do exactly what you desire. It sounds a bit sneaky, but when used in the right situations, it can trigger a sense of challenge and intrigue. Men, like everyone else, don't like to feel controlled or told what to do. So sometimes, making him think you're not interested can spark his curiosity and make him more eager to prove you wrong. Psychologically, people have a natural resistance to being told what to do. By subtly pushing him away or acting indifferent, you might ignite a desire in him to chase after you and prove that he's the one who can win your attention. It's about creating a little bit of tension and making him feel that he's the one pursuing you, rather than the other way around. When used correctly, reverse psychology can stir up a sense of mystery and challenge, which makes him more likely to think about you and want to pursue you even more. It taps into his natural instincts to win your attention and affection. 7. Be unpredictable. One of the most captivating ways to make a man obsessed with you is to keep him on his toes. And the best way to do that? Be unpredictable. When you add a little mystery and surprise into your relationship, you keep him intrigued and always thinking about you. The human brain is wired to crave novelty. When things are too predictable, they can become boring. But when something unexpected happens, it triggers excitement and curiosity. By being unpredictable in the right ways, you can spark his interest and make him want to learn more about you. Being unpredictable doesn't mean being erratic or unreliable. It's about keeping him guessing in a fun and exciting way. For example, you could surprise him with an unexpected text or call at a random time, or plan a spontaneous date night that he didn't see coming. Little acts of unpredictability create a sense of excitement and anticipation. Psychologically, the brain releases dopamine, the pleasure hormone, when something unexpected or exciting happens. This means that every time you surprise him or do something out of the ordinary, you're creating positive associations in his mind. The more exciting experiences he has with you, the more he'll want to be around you and experience more. When you're unpredictable, you break the monotony and create an air of mystery. This keeps him thinking about you, wondering what you'll do next, and wanting more of your energy. It's that thrill of the unknown that makes him feel drawn to you. 8. Be welcoming and friendly. Sometimes the most attractive thing you can do is simply be kind, warm, and approachable. Being welcoming and friendly doesn't just make you easy to talk to, it makes you someone he feels comfortable around, and that is incredibly powerful when it comes to creating lasting attraction. When you're friendly and easygoing, it creates a relaxed environment where he can truly be himself. People are naturally drawn to those who make them feel at ease, and this helps build a deeper connection. If you want him to think about you often, being someone he enjoys spending time with is key. A welcoming attitude is all about making him feel like he belongs. Smile when you see him, maintain good eye contact, and make an effort to really listen when he speaks. These little gestures may seem small, but they make him feel appreciated and understood, which strengthens his emotional bond with you. Psychologically, people gravitate toward those who make them feel good about themselves. When you're friendly and open, you give him the opportunity to show his best qualities and express his true self. This helps create positive experiences and memories that will stick with him and make him think about you when you're not around. When you're a warm, approachable person, you make him feel at ease and valued. This can make him think about you often, and when he does, he'll remember how easy and enjoyable it is to be around you. That's what makes him want to keep coming back for more. 9. Play into his hero instinct. One of the most powerful ways to make a man obsessed with you is to tap into his hero instinct. This is a psychological trigger that, when activated, can make him feel like he wants to protect, care for, and prioritize you in his life. And when he starts feeling this way, it can lead him to think about you constantly. The hero instinct is based on the idea that deep down, many men have an inherent desire to be a protector and provider. They want to feel needed and valued for their ability to take care of those they care about. When you play into this instinct, you allow him to step into the role of a hero in your life, which can create a deeper emotional connection. How do you activate this instinct? It's simpler than you might think. Start by showing vulnerability and allowing him to help you in ways that make him feel important. For example, if you're having a tough day or need assistance with something, don't be afraid to ask for his support. Let him know you appreciate his help and that it makes you feel safe and cared for. Men tend to feel more connected to women who make them feel like they are needed. When you allow him to fulfill this role, he feels proud of himself, and he associates those positive feelings with you. This leads him to want to be around you more and think about ways he can continue to make you happy. 10. Don't start having sex with him right away. This next tip might seem a bit old-fashioned, but trust me, it's an incredibly effective way to make a man obsessed with you. And that's simply, don't rush into having sex with him right away. I know it may sound counterintuitive, especially in a world where physical attraction is such a big part of relationships, but by holding off on intimacy early on, you actually build a stronger connection and increase his desire for you. When you delay physical intimacy, you create a sense of anticipation and mystery. Men, like women, are wired to want what they can't have. If you make him wait for sex, it builds up a sense of longing and excitement, which can make him even more invested in getting to know you. On a psychological level, When you don't rush into intimacy, you encourage him to focus more on the emotional and intellectual connection between you two. This makes him want to engage with you on a deeper level, rather than just focusing on the physical side of the relationship. By holding off, you're also giving him the opportunity to chase you, which taps into his natural desire to pursue. When he's not getting everything right away, he's more likely to think about you constantly, wondering when the right time will come, and how he can make you feel special. So, remember, the more you hold back, the more he'll be thinking about you. He'll want to work harder for your attention, affection, and ultimately, your trust. And that investment will pay off in the long run, because when you do decide to be intimate, it will be with someone who truly values you and respects you on a deeper level. And there you have it, 10 secret ways to make a man obsessed with you using psychology. Each of these tips works on a deeper psychological level, and when applied thoughtfully, they can help you create lasting attraction and a genuine emotional bond. Remember, the most important thing is to stay true to yourself and to always approach relationships with honesty and respect. If you found these tips helpful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more relationship advice. But most importantly, I want to hear from you. How have these strategies worked for you in your relationships? Or maybe you have some tips of your own. Share your experiences in the comments below, and let's start a conversation. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep being your amazing self, and remember, the key to attracting the right person is to embrace who you truly are.